Developments in South Suburban Dalton today. First, the state comptroller has suspended some payments to the village because it has failed to follow the law by providing financial reports.
Coming in, unfortunately, we knew it was going to be a little messy, but it's just something we felt important that had to be done, that should be done. So, but like I said,
Here's a rewritten version of your text. Tiffany Henyard, the embattled mayor of Dalton, Illinois, is once again in the spotlight, this time at the center of an even more explosive scandal. Whispers of a shocking new twist in the saga between Henyard and her former assistant-turned-whistleblower, Carmen Carlo, have set the town abuzz. This latest chapter brims with betrayal, corruption, and even allegations of an attempted murder. Could Mayor Henyard truly have enlisted gang members to silence the one person who holds all her secrets? It may sound like a plot ripped from a blockbuster thriller, but in the small town of Dalton, Illinois, the line between fiction and reality seems to blur. Let's dive deeper into this unfolding drama to uncover what's really happening behind the scenes.
Who has investigated Henyard's use of a police security detail, taking officers off the street and costing
Dalton, Carmen wasn't always the whistleblower shaking up local politics. Once a loyal confidant and trusted assistant to Mayor Tiffany Henyard, she had a front-row seat to some of the mayor's most sensitive dealings. For a time, Carmen appeared content within Henyard's inner circle, enjoying the perks of proximity to power and, as some allege, benefiting from questionable schemes involving the misuse of city funds for personal gain. Seen as a key ally, Carmen was privy to the secrets of an administration already under increasing scrutiny, but everything changed when Carmen made a stunning about-face. Rather than going down with the ship, she chose to expose her former boss. Many interpret this as an act of self-preservation rather than altruism. Carmen's decision to turn on Henyard brought to light a trove of damaging information that sent shockwaves through Dalton. Her revelations painted a damning picture of alleged financial misconduct and a leadership style riddled with impropriety, further complicating Henyard's already embattled reputation. Critics are divided. Some view Carmen as a hero standing up for accountability, while others see her as an opportunist who only spoke up when it served her interests. Regardless of her motivations, Carmen's actions have escalated the drama surrounding Henyard's administration, bringing new controversies and questions to the forefront of Dalton's political discourse.
That's what the trustees I talked to are calling this. They say the news took them by surprise, and now they're talking to legal counsel to figure out their next.
Let's take a closer look at why Tiffany Henyard might be so eager to silence Carmen Carlisle. Henyard has been under serious scrutiny for a while, facing growing accusations of corruption and misuse of taxpayer money. These claims paint a troubling picture of financial mismanagement and personal spending at the expense of the town's resources. One of the most shocking accusations is that Henyard allegedly spent $33,000 in a single day on Amazon. This has left many residents questioning how such extravagant spending could be justified, especially in a town struggling with financial problems. But that's not all. Henyard is also accused of making questionable purchases with the town's credit cards, including items from Target, Walgreens, and Wayfair. Many believe these expenses have nothing to do with the town's needs. The lack of transparency around these expenses has angered residents who feel their tax money is being wasted. As these accusations pile up, Henyard's credibility is crumbling, leaving her desperate to avoid the consequences. This is where Carmen Carlisle becomes important. As a former assistant who had inside knowledge of Henyard's administration, Carlisle has information that could expose the full extent of the alleged misconduct. Her cooperation with federal investigators poses a serious threat to Henyard. If Carlisle's testimony is made public, it could destroy Henyard's political career and potentially lead to legal consequences, including jail time. Henyard's panic and attempts to silence Carlisle seem to be driven by fear of these revelations coming to light. If the scandal gains national attention, it could tarnish her career and result in severe legal consequences. Henyard's desperate efforts to protect herself, no matter the cost, suggests she's more concerned with her own survival than with the well-being of the town or its residents.
Body, is it a reason why you guys are not paying whatever that vendor is?
What was it for?
It was for shirts.
Under Tiffany Henyard's leadership, Dalton's finances have gone from a surplus of $561 million to a shocking deficit of $3.65 million. This financial collapse has left the town struggling, and residents are now demanding answers and accountability. Henyard's management of public funds has raised serious concerns about how taxpayer money has been spent with little to no benefit to the community. Despite these challenges, Henyard, who calls herself the super mayor and people's supervisor, now faces an even bigger threat: Carmen Carlisle. Carmen, a former ally and assistant, is testifying against Henyard, and her testimony could have devastating consequences. What makes Carmen's testimony so dangerous? As someone who worked closely with Henyard, Carmen knows all the secrets of her administration. She witnessed and allegedly participated in the same actions she now accuses Henyard of committing. This insider knowledge makes Carmen a serious threat, with the power to destroy Henyard's political career, but the stakes are even higher than losing her position. If Carmen's evidence holds up, Henyard could face criminal charges and possible jail time. Adding to the pressure, Henyard is also dealing with other powerful opponents, including Lori Lightfoot, the former Chicago mayor. Lightfoot has been hired to investigate Henyard's questionable spending practices, although Henyard has tried to block this investigation, calling it unconstitutional. The town board overruled her objections, and Lightfoot's probe is moving forward. Between Carmen's testimony and the investigation, Henyard's administration is under immense pressure now. With both her political career and personal freedom on the line, Henyard is fighting to stay in control. But as the truth comes to light, her grip on power seems to be slipping, leaving Dalton's future hanging in the balance.
Debt, and that is the finding of an investigation of village finances and the spending habits of beleaguered mayor.
Under Tiffany Henyard's leadership, Dalton's finances have gone from a surplus of $561 million to a shocking $3.65 million deficit. This financial disaster has left the town struggling, and residents are demanding answers. Many are questioning how taxpayer money has been spent, as there seems to be no benefit to the community. Henyard's spending habits have raised red flags. Reports suggest she has used public funds for personal luxuries, including shopping sprees, first-class flights, and stays at five-star hotels. These expenses stand in stark contrast to the needs of Dalton, a town now burdened with debt. Residents are frustrated, feeling their tax dollars have been wasted while their town faces financial